set?
Everybody good?
Coach, opening remarks, please.
Just very, very happy with the win. I don't think we've been playing particularly well in the last couple weeks. We haven't been together in kind of some tough times when things weren't going our way, but I thought we stuck together today. Even though we offensively were missing shots and missing some free throws, I thought we kept playing, we kept guarding, but so did they. I commented, Ray had them ready to go, and I thought they played their tail off. I thought they played awfully well. Made it tough on us, and we tried to make it tough on them. And they made it a low possession game, and getting 14 offensive rebound that bothers me a little bit. We got to clean that up, but we found a way to win. And the mistakes at the end, the turnovers at the end, that's my fault. We've not worked on press breaks enough. We have not worked on under out of bounds stuff. It's just stuff that I need to do a better job of as a coach, and we'll work on that because we got exposed on it a little bit. But all in all, I'm just really happy for our guys and us overcoming some things and not playing as well. We played better tonight.
Questions?
Greg, Ray mentioned how your defense made it difficult for Drake to get into their sets. Certainly that's reflected in their shooting. I mean, is that one positive that you take away from this game?
Yeah, I take a lot of positives, Todd, but that's the biggest, especially coming off last game. We didn't guard, weren't hard to play against. Now, I flip a gasket every time we give up an easy basket. Then I look down and they shoot 33%, for the game. So we did a good job of guarding. We stayed tough. We got two young guys back there in Murph and Amandre that are getting people just ball screening them to death, and they're getting better at it all the time. And I'll put Christian and Devontae and Ev out there on the perimeter. Their defense up about anybody. Brenton's coming along. We just have to finish possessions, continue to work on finishing possessions better. Gave up a couple in transition. And again, in a low possession game, and we have a lot of those in our league, every possession is so vitally important, but I really thought we fought at the defensive end.
When Grant hit that three-pointer to put you in front, you could almost feel the sigh of relief coming
I know
from
I
the bench
did.
because shots weren't falling, and obviously Drake's zone, you needed a shot to fall, and got a little bit of momentum after that. Just talk about the importance of that shot.
Yeah, it was huge. So happy for Grant too. That's a hard thing to do, and we keep saying all the time we got to get Grant some minutes. We're trying to develop our bench and play those guys a little bit, but it's hard. And that's Lou's doing the substituting, but it's on me if he asks me who to put in, and they played some zone, and he can stretch the floor for us. He did a good job on the defensive end, and on nights when Brenton and Matt combined go, 2 for 14, you have to do something because you got to make some shots. Those guys will probably never do that again, I would think, but happy for Grant and the contributions he made, and then we got a lot of them off the bench from other guys too.
You mentioned the last sequence with the turnovers and the difficulty against the press. Typically, you guys don't have trouble against presses, but did that kind of illustrate that this was kind of a dog days of conference type of game?
Yeah, I think it's a good point. I think the game was ugly, but two teams really played hard, and I think we played pretty well other than making shots. I think he would have said they played pretty well other than maybe shooting, doing those things and stuff like that. It is, we haven't been hurt even against a pressing team like a Wichita. We've not been hurt by the press very much because we usually have good guards that can handle it. We just weren't aligned right today, and it exposed us to something we got to work on a little bit just to make sure we're doing a little better job of it. And we ran away from the ball and caught it on the baseline and didn't come meet passes. So it was just when you're going in a league like this and you're fighting to the very end and it's tight there and they're doing absolutely everything they can to win, you can't shut it down. You got to keep playing, otherwise stuff like that happens.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm getting at. I mean, this had the feel of a game, and maybe some of the body language even late too was, this is when you got to get through.
Yeah, get through. And we haven't been doing that, again, it's easy to play well and be enthusiastic when all the shots are going and things are good and you're playing well. It's not easy to do that when you're not making shots. It's a low-scoring game. It's really slow. It's possession by possession. And we've been talking about it since, watching film. We have to be together. And a team makes a run or adversity hits us, we're not making shots. Every dead ball, every free throw, every huddle, we have to be stronger and feed off the adversity and let that build us together. And I thought we made strides in that today.
Coach, with another young team coming out of Bradley, ball tonight? Is it just keep the defense the same and just the shots will fall Saturday?
It's got to be your constant. It always does, and it certainly wasn't in a couple of our road losses. But we like to say that defense and toughness travels. You always take that, and Saturday is going to be a huge step for us to be able to do that, regardless if shots are falling, because they're not going to all the time. But one thing you can do is still be tough to score against and defend and do those things. So we need to get rested up. We got some tired guys. We've had a tough stretch here. Tomorrow's off, and I'm not sure how much we'll do Thursday, but we got to get ready for Bradley. I just looked at their score. They're in a tight game with Missouri State right now. Brad's got them playing better, and they are young guys. And young guys, when things are going good, they're pretty confident, can get on a roll a little bit. So Saturday's huge, and we got to get to +2.
Anything else? Coach, thank you.
Thank you.